Beautiful, I just want you to know. You're my favorite girl. If you didn't watch my video about how I came to tarot or how it found me, just know that I love this world and I feel like I've done this in a previous life. It's so helpful and beneficial for me and so many others. So I wanted to share my personal collection with you guys of tarot and oracle decks. It's a very long video, so my oracle is going to come in a part 2. I'm starting with the first one I bought, and it happens to be my favorite because I'm going from favorite to least favorite. Most of my decks are very vibrant and beautiful. This is a nice guidebook with color and the edges are holographic. It's a beautiful deck. A lot of my favorite readers have this Mystic Mondays tarot deck. I included the author and the title of every box, so you guys, that will be helpful for you. This Rainbow Heart Tarot deck really could be number 1, honestly. It was the second one I ever purchased from Etsy, and I love her colors, her depictions, they're gorgeous. After editing my video, I noticed that I kept seeing the same cards like on this random shuffle. The World card, the Moon card, the Lovers. You're gonna see those in almost every one. Next up is my Groovy Weight deck. This also could be in my number 1 spot, honestly. I'll probably say this 1,000 times, but very colorful and vibrant, so I love it. I absolutely love it. This video is almost 30 minutes long, so it's gonna be for tarot lovers, serious tarot lovers, just like me. So next up is my Black Light Tarot, and I love this deck. Some decks are easier to read than others. This one did not come with a guidebook, but it's very similar to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So if I don't show a guidebook or a box, then that means it did not come with a box or a guidebook. And I only have about maybe 3 or 4 decks that did not come with a box, and just a few that didn't come with a guidebook. See, there's that beautiful World card. You can have anything in the world, baby. You are beautiful and the world is yours. We are abundant. My Moon Power Tarot deck and the next one, which will be my Star Power Tarot deck. I got both of these off of Etsy, but as you can see, they included their website on the back of their box, and a little mini guidebook came with both. But their depictions on both of these decks and the side is just gorgeous. You'll never see another tarot deck that looks like both of these. The artwork is totally unique. I love non-traditional things anyway, so why would art be excluded from that? I was so happy when these came back in stock because I was probably one of the first ones to grab the restock. The Moon Power Tarot deck came out first, I believe, and then the Star Power one. But I got this Star Power deck first, and I waited for the Moon Power to come back in stock, just to be clear. I admire this artist just because of the non-traditional style, the colors, the creativity. Next up is my Spanish tarot deck. It has English on it as well, but I am in love with it. The artist is so creative. Laugh, correct me, do whatever you feel you need to do, but I'm gonna attempt at pronouncing that. El Dios de los Tres, which means the God of the Three, and this is by Javier Navarro. I'm very picky with all of my collections, even from with the food I eat, everything I wear, all of my stuff. So with this deck, I was so happy to connect with it like right away. I have a bonding ritual that I complete with every new deck. I open the box, I touch every single card before I shuffle them. So I look at the artwork, I take it in, and I do this with literally every single deck. In the summertime, we go outside. I literally put them in the grass. So the ritual is very important to me, and I connected with this deck right away. Next up is my Prism deck by Liz Landis, and I got this from Etsy. Another gorgeous set of depictions and very colorful. One of my favorite things when I choose a tarot deck, the colors and the artistry, and it's just as important as the connection that I have with this. So we connect before I even purchase it, and then when I get it in person, we take it to the next level. You feel me? For sure. Come back here. I see that strength card poking out. It also came with all this cool stuff and a poster, a pen. I spent a few extra dollars for the complete package. The Afro Goddess Tarot deck by Andrea Furtick. Insane, gorgeous, beautiful, lovely, divine. Sends chills down my spine and reminds me I'm so fine. Seriously, I have a few decks that represent us goddesses, melanin goddesses, and I love them so much. I love them. Look at that. The sun card, another Leo. The sun next to the moon, baby. Oh yeah. This deck came with a lot of extras. I know you saw my little magnifier little piece that it came with. A nice velvet bag. The edges are beautiful. The cards are thick. It was worth every dime. The holographic detailing on here, very beautiful colors. Now next up is the Neo Tarot deck by Jericho Mandiber. This is another one I see a lot of my favorite readers have. The colors are dynamic and throwback type of 80s feel. You know I'm an 80s baby. The guidebook is just gorgeous. There's so many beautiful pages of color and details. It includes planets, signs, all type of stuff. So this one was worth way more than what I spent. I think this one was under $30, but it was worth it. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are going to see a lot of mermaid decks in my collection because I'm a mermaid and I love mermaid theme. You know how some readers call themselves a witch? I don't believe all witches are bad, by the way, just to make that clear. But I am the reader. I'm a mermaid, fairy, goddess. Those are the terms I resonate with. Another thick, extensive, colorful, detailed guidebook. We are creators created by a creator. So once you understand that, there's so many different ways you can create things and create art. So with tarot decks specifically, you could put so much attention and detail into the cards, into your guidebook, your box, the side of the cards. It's all what you want to do. So I appreciate it all. And that's funny, I just spoke on witches because this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which I love. Another set of beautiful, colorful depictions. I know I told you I'm going to say that like a billion times. This guidebook reminds me of Dr. Seuss books, which I had a collection of when I was little. It's so cute. It's a little hardcover book. The cards are gorgeous, nice, thick, shiny finish. There's the World card again. I told you guys I can't make this up. Who doesn't love the Ten of Cups card? This is a tarot collection video, so I might as well point out the fact that I love when everyone can be represented in the art collection. I really love that. Everyone and everything, because next up is the Monopoly deck, which is not called that. It's called Life is Like a Board Game, and I got this from Etsy. But come on, this idea was just crazy dope. Crystal Banner, girl, you did your thing on here, okay? You did your thing. Monopoly was a game that you just couldn't beat me in, so I'm gonna put it out there right now, right here, right now. I don't want to discourage you. You know, you could try it if you want to. Do you? Next up is the Lonesome World Tarot deck by Jesse Knight. This is another deck I got from Etsy that called out right to me. It's different, unique. That's the same thing. Different and unique, same thing. But overall gorgeous, easy to read. Next up is my Elemental Power Tarot deck by Melinda Lee Home. I found this one online, looking around. And that's crazy because just saying that made me realize that all of my decks came from online. I have never found a deck yet, I'll say yet, in a store. But look at this artistry. It's so precise, and that Emperor card is real neat. I like it. I just love that one. Animals and Elements, the World. The High Priestess card is why I purchased the deck. I saw this one online and I clicked it like, what's that? Let's see this tarot deck here. And this is my third favorite card, the Lover's card. Look how these two different sides come together. Next up is another Etsy deck, the Cosmic Cunt Tarot, which may sound crazy for some, but unique for me. Marble Moon Studio. This is one of the few decks that I have which only used like 2 or 3 colors for the entire deck, but I loved it enough. So next up is the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani, I believe. Another dope deck that I see across many of my favorite readers, and the illustrations, the representation, is different storylines in this one deck, so it's real cool. They have one of the most harsh Ten of Swords depictions ever, but it is what it is. There are no good and bad tarot cards. You know, it's all by interpretation and intuition, okay? I'm an intuitive reader, so. Next up is the Golden Girls Tarot deck, and this is by Smith Street Gift. It did not come with a guidebook, but that's okay. The colors are beautiful. Another deck that reminds me of like 80s, 90s vibe. Now this deck next up, I had to get this just because I thought it was so pretty and dainty looking with the gold trim, and the colors are really soft and pretty. One of my absolute favorite readers has this deck. She actually uses it all the time. Her name is Gina Moon on YouTube. So don't forget, guys, I am going in order from favorite to least favorite. So the Nightmare Before Christmas most definitely cannot be at the end. We're light kind of way in the middle. This one was harder to get just because I waited till the last minute. I seen it a long time ago and I didn't make my mind up to actually wanting it until recently. But I'm glad I got it in my collection. And I do see this one across YouTube a lot. I rock with this movie because you can pick up a billion different interpretations from this movie. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And next up, these decks I'm doing together because they came from the same person on Etsy, Lilac and Lavender Moon. No box, no guidebook. They're kind of just unique cards that she designed herself. They're not really like official Barbie or official Lisa Frank, but I wanted them so bad that I went ahead and purchased them, because who doesn't want a Lisa Frank tarot deck? And if she ever does come out with a real one, I'm gonna get it. Next up is my Holly Simple tarot deck by Holly Simple. That's so simple, ain't it, girl? Holly Simple by Holly Simple. These cards are smaller and they come with a little guide card, not a guidebook. I like the colors. I like the unique artistry. It's a little different from all of the others I have. It's similar to the Nightmare Before Christmas if you're thinking of artwork. Just a small reminder of that. So next up is another mermaid theme. Mystical and colorful and pretty. I like this strength card. It's not a lion on it as usual because it's underwater theme. These soft pretty rainbow colors, they make me want to use this theme for my nails the next time I do that. Happy to have in my collection. So next up is this Major Arcana Only tarot deck. I got this one from Etsy. It was so unique, I had to get it because I usually don't buy incomplete decks. I really love these, and I love pole dancing art. This is an art form in itself. It's not as easy as it seems. So I really love this next one coming up. The person who made it, Vanessa Samina, a reader on YouTube that I really love her energy. It's not at the beginning of my countdown just because it's not my pick of like favorites. It uses like just a few soft light colors, but her detailing and energy she put into this I really love. I give it A+. The depictions are kind of simple and it's cool. I'm glad to have it in my collection because of the fact that I just love her so much. And it came with crystals, a velvet bag. It was very nice. Next up is the Star Spinner tarot deck, and I like this because it's simple and cute and the details are nice. Something made me get this because I didn't see the box holographic design until I got it in person, but just a few cards from this deck from seeing someone else use it on YouTube, it made me want to buy it as well. And one thing about me, I'm going to pay attention to the details. That's for sure. Person, place, or a thing. So coming up next, another deck I found on Etsy, Simplicity Tarot. And the details that went into this packaging, the cards, the side of the cards, I just really just breathtaking. Look at the sides. I love it. You could pause any time for to capture anybody's name on the box if it's going fast. I had to speed it up and the video still ended up being 30 minutes, so keep that in mind. The artistry is kind of simple. Next we have the Neo Rider Tarot deck. This deck was designed by the Wheel of Fortune Tarot, which is Ivy Fang. She happened to create the last tarot deck that I just showed you guys. I have contacted her company because I'm currently designing my own tarot and oracle decks. So I'm very excited about that project. And I really love these because they were so shiny and pretty. It took a long time to ship because they came from China. But as usual, I'm patient. I shop online a lot and I'm glad to have them. My next up in the collection is the Lovely Omens Tarot by Keely L, I believe you pronounce it. A simple deck I seen used by a reader that I love on YouTube, like I was saying about a few other decks. Not too crazy, but it's unique. She used just a few colors for the deck, and I liked it. If you don't see a guidebook, there was none. Here is my Cosmic Slumber deck. This box kind of reminds me of the same company that created the Modern Witch deck because the book is similar. It's a hardcover mini book with pictures and colors in it, and it reminds me of my Dr. Seuss collection books, like I said earlier. The designs are kind of simple, the colors are soft. I just liked it. Something made me buy this one. These next two are my erotic decks, so I'm gonna show them together, and I'm gonna go really fast because YouTube doesn't really like nudity on here. Show a little tad bit here and there. I won't show the most extreme ones. I'm gonna use my thumb to cover up that little crack. This one is chill. It's not too bad for the public eye on this social media platform. I'm gonna do these next three together because they seem like they've been printed by the same company but different artists. These all have beautiful artwork, in my opinion. A nice small tarot deck with beautiful depictions, colors, and a unique storyline. The manga tarot is by Riccardo Manetti. The African American tarot deck is by Jamal R. Thomas Davis. And the Egyptian tarot is by Silvana Alasia. That's Alasia. So I believe I said that right. The erotic fantasy tarot is by Ian and Simona Rossi. And that Manara erotic tarot deck is by Ars Amandi. I just wanted to include all of those names real quick because I'm not putting anything in the description box. This video took a lot of energy and effort, and I've included all of the details in the video. So if you want it, you gotta watch it. That's all I can tell you. I love you. There are only 3 tarot decks that I did not include that weren't really worth the extra time length on the video. So this very last one that I'm showing is pretty much just a melanin woman deck because every card is represented by a melanin goddess. So that's the reason why I chose this one. And her artwork is unique. It's not going to be very easy to read for people who are not familiar with the tarot cards already, but it does come with the guidebook to help out with that. So unique designs and non-traditional. You guys have made it to the end of the video. I'm so glad you guys watched the whole thing. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be my oracle decks. That will be a part 2 of this series. Stay lovely, stay dope. Hard Work House is out. I love you.